narito, buksan mo ang iyong radyo. Lahat kami ay narito, tapat sa aming serbisyo. Walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is amazing.
Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kaalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM. Facts and information. Today's learning for you normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 DWDR FM.
Yes, good morning. Yan nagloloko ang aking kwan. Ano ba naman ito? Dahil lang, okay lang has, dahil lang. Hello, once again, good morning, grade 8 and grade 8 learners. Welcome to our episode in today's learning day. And without further ado, may I call on Ma'am Leslie Ann Ramos for our introduction.
Hello, Don. Excuse me. Hello, Donians. Good morning. Good morning and blessed Wednesday to everyone. Clear ba ako? Baba. Okay. To our officer in charge, the Chief Education Supervisor of SDO Isabela, Sir Rodrigo V. Pascua. Hi, sir. To our Assistant Principal, Ma'am Ruby Guillermo. Hello also to our supportive head teachers. To our Assistant Principal, Ma'am Ruby Guillermo. Hello also to our supportive head teachers out there, especially Ma'am Ophel. Good morning po sa lahat. And also to all teachers and staff of Doña Aurora National High School. And pa-shout out din po sa English learning area. Hello po mga ma'am. And hi also to the parents, dear students who are listening right now, most especially the grade 8 learners. And with me are the grade 8 teachers. Let's start with Teacher Jonah.
Hello,
Next
everyone.
is Teacher Catherine.
Hello, good morning, 8 Beige, 8 Burgundy,
And
and
Teacher
8 Crimson.
At ang nag-iisa naming lalaki, Sir Dennis.
Hello, good morning po.
Okay, Ma'am Kath?
Thank you so much, teachers. Indeed, we are glad to be with you today as we embark on our first learning journey for the first quarter. And for today's lesson, we shall be talking about context clues. And for this lesson, you are expected to identify the different types of context clues and use the different types of context clues in decoding the meaning of unfamiliar words.
Okay? And for your RBI lesson titled Use of Modal Verbs, Nouns and Adverbs, you are also expected to 1. Identify modal verbs, nouns and adverbs used in sentences. 2. Construct sentences using appropriate modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs.
Thank you, Ma'am Leslie and Ma'am Kathy. And now for those who are following us via Facebook live stream, don't forget to comment on our chat box, #English is fun. So we want to also hear from our listeners that this hashtag should be given to your subject teachers, so she knows or he knows that you really listen to our discussion for today.
Okay, so we hope that you are going to stay with us until the end of this segment. Get your last or learning activity sheet and your writing materials, and to hear now our RBI lesson for today. Enjoy listening, guys.
Makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.9 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is amazing.
Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal. With capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach. With subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, PLE, MAPE, and ESP. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air. And now, here is your program host of the day.
Good day, dear listeners, especially to our grade 8 students. This is your School on the Air, and it's English time again.
It's English time.
Make it a habit to tune in here in our station 106.3 FM Dance Radio. I am your host for today, Teacher Jennifer A. Velasco. Let's enrich our grammar skills for today. Yahoo! How are you feeling today? I hope you're in a good condition and in a comfortable place while listening. If you have any question about your lesson, you may message us at 0955-6525432. I repeat, 0955-65-25432. Or you can send it also through the email address and messenger account of your teacher that can be seen in your kit. To start with our lesson for today, here is your radio teacher, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo.
Hello and welcome again. We've got loads of fantastic learnings for today. I am your radio teacher, Nina Jenny C. Guillermo. Let me begin with a short quotation from a famous author, Brian Herbert. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. I hope you learned a lot from that short but meaningful quotation for today. Yahoo! Now, in your previous lesson, you've learned about identifying or giving meaning to unfamiliar words using context clues. This time around, we will recall your understanding on the said topic. Can you give the 9 types of context clues? Very well said. The first type is by definition. Second is by synonym. Third type is by antonym. Fourth type is by comparison. Fifth type is by example. Sixth type is by explanation. Seventh type is by cause-effect. Eighth is by list or series of clues. And ninth is by inference. We have just reviewed our previous lesson on noting context clues. This time, as you go through the next activities, you will be learning on how to use modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs appropriately. Turn your module on page 3. Look at the activity entitled, What's More Powerful? Study and analyze the statements A and B. Let us proceed to self-check. First, which of the two statements could make a person below 21 years old feel sadder? Very good! It's statement A. Second, notice the underlined words in the two statements. What do you think are these words? Excellent! These words are examples of modal verbs. Modal verbs are auxiliary or helping verbs which modify or change the meaning of the main verbs. We use modal verbs in giving advice or suggestions, in making requests, or in giving predictions and prohibitions to show more of the other uses of modal verbs. A list is given on your module on page 4. You can see in the first column the uses of modal verbs, and in the second column the modals are given. Then on the third column are the sample sentences. Examples are the modal verbs may, might, and could are used to show possibility. Example, it might rain today. Modal verbs can and may used to show general truths. Example, we can avoid the COVID-19 by following health protocols. For you to understand what modals or modal expressions are, enjoy doing the series of activities that follow. Turn your module on page 5, Activity 1, entitled Printed Shirt. If you were Andy, which of the shirts would you want to wear? Notice the modal verbs printed on each shirt. But before you answer the activity, let's have a short break.
It's English time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to Spelling Bee Elimination Round. Spell the word reservoir. Reservoir. R-E S-E-V.
In doubt about the correct spelling of confusing words, be diligent in learning spelling rules to improve your English writing skills. A friendly reminder from the English department, Doña Aurora National High School, and this station.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I have just finished accomplishing the tasks found in my module. How can I send you my outputs for checking and feedbacking?
Oh, that's a nice question. There are actually 3 ways for a student like you to submit your outputs. 1. It could be via online. That is, if you are capable to connect online. You can just upload your outputs in your Google Classroom, or you can take pictures and send them through your group chat or messenger account.
Ma'am, how about if we do not have internet connection?
If you do not have internet connection, you can submit your accomplished tasks in 2 ways. 1. You can ask your parents to submit your outputs in the designated drop-off center. 2. You can save your outputs if you have available flash drive, CD, or DVD at home, and submit it in the designated drop-off center in your respective barangay.
Wow! It's nice to know that there are varied ways on how we can submit our accomplished task.
Always remember, for submission of outputs, you can do it via online, offline, or physical submission. Because at Dance, we make amazing things possible.
Once again, I'm teacher Nina Jenicy Guillermo for this hour. Are you then looking and studying the printed shirts? Very good! Now let us answer the first question. Which printed skirt expresses obligation? Very good! It is the printed shirt. You must follow me. We use the modal verb must, which expresses strong obligation. Second, which printed shirt expresses ability. Very well said. It is the printed shirt. I can play any musical play. We use the modal verb can that expresses ability. Third, which printed shirt expresses permission? Very good again. It is the printed shirt. May I go now? We used the modal verb may that expresses permission. Fourth, which printed shirt expresses request. Amazing! It is the printed shirt. Could you open the door for me? We use the modal verb could that expresses a request. Fifth, which printed shirt expresses willingness? Excellent! It is the printed shirt. I will eat now. We used the modal verb will that expresses willingness. Now, turn your module on page 7 entitled What's New? Do you remember the announcement in the previous lesson? Which said, all persons under 21 years old must stay home during the enhanced community quarantine. What was your reaction to it? Below is the reaction of Peter and Donna. Read their dialogue and find out if you have the same reaction. We will be right back after a short break.
It's English time.
Do you have the same reaction with Peter and Donna? Amazing! You answered yes. Did you notice the underlined words? Of course, yes. These words are called modal nouns and are used as nouns that express modality, just like the modal verbs. Modal nouns also express the quality or state of some manner other than a simple fact. On page 8 of your module, read the table that shows more examples of modal nouns, their meanings, and sample sentences. What do you observe with the modal nouns shown in the table? Amazing! The modal nouns name a quality, state, or condition that state modality. Now, for you to better understand the modal nouns, I want you to accomplish the activities and assessments provided for you to enrich your learning. Turn your module on page 9, Activity 1 entitled The Puzzle. Can you see the puzzle? Very good! Find the given words in the grid. They are formed horizontally or vertically. Write your answer on a separate answer sheet of paper. I'll be right back after this short message.
It's time to widen our vocabulary. Spell the word reservoir, which means a place where something is kept or stored. Reservoir. R-E-S-E-R-V-O-I-R. Reservoir. Use it in a sentence.
Use it.
Use it. Magat Dam, located in Ramon Isabela, is the largest water reservoir in the Philippines, which is a great source of irrigation water and provider of hydroelectric power in the entire province.
This vocabulary development is brought to you by English Learning Area of Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
I'm back, your teacher on the air, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo. Let's continue our discussion. Did you find all the words? Very good! I'm glad to know that you have found all the words. Now, what modal noun did you find first? Very good again. Some of you might have seen the modal noun: possibility, opportunity, ability, willingness, certainty, requirement, or obligation. From the previous lesson, you learned about modal verbs and modal nouns. This time, you will learn about modal adverbs. Turn your module on page 11, entitled What's New? Read and study the sentences below.
It's English time.
I hope you're done reading the sentences. What have you observed? Excellent! There are underlined words. What do you call the underlined words? Great! These words are called modal adverbs. You probably remember that the underlined words are called adverbs that are used to describe or give more information about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Unlike other adverbs, these ones are unique because they help express modality, and that is why they are called modal adverbs. I hope you clearly understood the function of modal adverb. Now, from the same page of your module, can you see the table below? Nice! I want you to read and study the given table below that shows more examples of modal adverbs, their meanings, and sample sentences. Our School on the Air will be right back after this break.
Facts about COVID-19. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a disease caused by a new strain of coronavirus. What are symptoms of COVID-19? Symptoms can include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. In more severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia or breathing difficulties. How can we prevent COVID-19? To prevent the spread of COVID-19, clean your hand often. Maintain a safe distance. Wear masks when physical distancing is not possible. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home when you feel unwell, and if you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention. This health advisory is brought to you by World Health Organization, Doña Aurora National High School, and this station.
Okay, are you done with the table? It is good to know that you're done reading and studying it. Now, What have you observed with the modal verbs? Very well said. In the given sample sentences, the underlined words are the modal adverbs and the italicized words are the words they describe. Most of the modal adverbs describe how something is done and how someone feels about something. Based on your observation a while ago, I think you can now identify the use and function of modal adverbs. Now, are they similar to modal verbs and nouns? If yes, how are they similar? If not, how are they different? Excellent! They are similar to modal verbs and modal nouns because they express modality. However, they differ in form and the way they are used in the sentences. For you to better understand, turn your module on page 14. In this part of your module, you will practice what you have learned about modal adverbs. Now, look at Assessment 1. Harvest modal adverbs. What can you see? Correct! As you can see, there is a tree, and from the tree, there are words hanging. Now, from that tree, harvest the modal adverbs and put them inside the basket. Write your answer on the separate sheet of paper. Once again, I'm teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo for this hour. I hope you got all the correct modal adverbs and placed them inside the basket. Now, what could be the first word? Very good! Responsibly. How about the second word? Very well said. It is the word necessarily. How about the third word? Precisely! It is the word surely. Now, what is the fourth or last word? Brilliant! It is the word likely. Did you finish all the activities for today? I hope you did. Before we end our lesson today, let me first check if you really understood the lesson. Based on the first topic, what are modal verbs? Bravo! Modal verbs are auxiliary or helping verbs which modify or change the meaning of the main verbs. We use modal verbs in giving advice or suggestions, in making requests or giving predictions and prohibitions. Can you construct a sentence with modal verbs? Very good! May I go to the comfort room? The word may is an example of a modal verb and it is used in asking a permission. Now, how about modal nouns? Excellent! Modal nouns are nouns that express modality. Just like modal verbs, modal nouns also express the quality or state in some manner other than a simple fact. Can you also construct a simple sentence with modal nouns? Great! There is a possibility that the conference will be canceled this afternoon. The word possibility is a modal noun, and its meaning is that there is a condition or fact of being possible. And how about our last topic, the modal adverbs? Excellent! Modal adverbs used in a given sentence describe the adjective and modal verbs or expressions found in its sentence. Can you now give at least one example sentence with modal adverb? Very well said. I played permissibly with my friends. The word permissibly describes or gives information to the word played, and it is used to state something that is granted or given permission. I do hope you have been familiarized with modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs. And now, for your assignment, turn your module on page 15 entitled Of Course I Can. As you go through, I want you to write a short paragraph about the activities you enjoy doing at home with your family. Use modal verbs, modal nouns, and modal adverbs in your sentences. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. In making a short paragraph, be guided by the rubrics below. Reminder, before I end, I want you to answer all the given activities and assessment from your modules after the program. I expect that you really understood our lesson for today. Goodbye and see you again.
It's English time.
Wow! Another lesson is done for today. Yahoo! For you to fully understand our lesson, you can read your module. Take note, your outputs should be submitted to our school. Remember, there are 2 ways in submitting your outputs. Don't forget to strictly follow the necessary health protocols that our government has issued. Your teacher will wait for your queries or question about your lesson for today. For our next lesson, we will be exploring more about modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs through fun activities and assessment. Yahoo! Make it a habit to tune in here in our radio station 106.3 FM Dance Radio, where learning is amazing. Again, I am your host for today, Teacher Jennifer A. Velasco. And on behalf of the production team, we would like to thank our very own script writers, Teacher Leslie Ann S. Ramos and Teacher Susana B. Dumon, and our technical specialist, Teacher Michael John M. Tumulak. Yahoo! Thank you for giving so much effort. Thank you for staying with us. Till next time, let me end this program by leaving you an inspiring message from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
It's English time. Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal with capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach, with subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, TLE, MAPE, and ESP. The WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio is now ready to serve you right inside your home. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air.
Alright, so you have just heard the lesson for quarter 1, week 2. And to start with our discussion, let's have a short review of our week 1 lesson on noting context clues. So for our objectives, again, identify the different types of context clues and use the different types of context clues in decoding the meaning of unfamiliar words. 2. What are context clues? Let's have a review. Context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words. So, Sir Dennis, diba, these are clues or hints. That's why it's called context clues. So, there are 9 types of context clues. So what are the 9 types of context clues based on your module? Kindly comment down below. Kindly give one. What are the different types of context clues? There are 9. Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Good.
From Jiber Lintao, synonyms, correct. From Azli Timoteo, definition. From Zarika Langkita, definition. And example. Okay.
Comparison.
Again, from Azlin Timoteo, list or series of clues. Correct. Comparison. That's right. So the 9 types of context clues are the following. Definition, synonym, antonym, comparison, example, explanation, cause and effect, list or series, and inference. So these are the 9 types of context clues. But today we will just focus on the most common context clues. To start with our discussion of the 5 most commonly used context clues, let's start with Ma'am Jonah. Hello, Ma'am Jonah.
Hello, everyone. Let me just state again our hashtag for the day. Sa mga hindi nakarinig ng hashtag natin kanina sa start ng ating RBI live discussion, our hashtag for the day is English, hashtag English is fun. Again, hashtag English is fun. So under definition, the very first common context clues is definition. Definition is the unfamiliar word is directly defined in the sentence in which it appears. Directly defined in the sentence na. And definitions are usually set off by commas or dashes and may include the use of the words as, or, that is, and in other words. For example, the soldiers who took part in the mutiny, comma, which is an open rebellion against authority, comma, were punished. So the word mutiny here, find inside, in between the commas, which is an open rebellion against authority. So that's the definition. That's the meaning of mutiny. It's an open rebellion against authority. So it's easy. The clues is already there.
Thank you, Ma'am Jonah. And now for the synonym and restatement clue. Let's listen to Ma'am Leslie.
Okay. So thank you, Ma'am Jonah, for explaining to us about definition. Now we proceed to synonym or restatement clue. Words with similar meanings are used within the same sentence or around the unfamiliar word. Example, we have the mountain pass was a tortuous road, winding and twisting like a snake around the twists of the mountainside. So the underlined word or the unfamiliar word here is tortuous, which means winding and twisting po ang meaning niya. So, when we say synonym, the meaning or the same word or the same meaning ng word na unfamiliar is nandoon din sa sentence. So, madali lang intindihin yung synonym, di ba? Ang synonym, same meaning sila. So, ibig sabihin, within that sentence, nandun din yung meaning ng unfamiliar words.
Okay, so thank you, Ma'am Leslie. And now let's have the contrast or antonym clue. Sir Dennis?
Yes, good morning. Good morning po sa ating mga taga 8 Lavender. Today, I'm going to discuss to you about the antonyms. In behalf of those students who doesn't have their last and modules, makinig po kayo mabuti rito mga anak, all grade 8s kasi malaki po may tutulong nito sa inyo. Okay, ma'am, let's have the contrast or the antonym clue. This is the unfamiliar word is defined by using the words opposite or contrasting meaning. Tandaan po nyo ha, there are signal words actually. Para maintindihan nyo mabuti mga anak, ito po ang mga signal words. We have the following. We have the whereas, unlike, as opposed to, however, in contrast to, but, on the other hand. Let's have an example. Now, here's the example. The children were as different as day and night. He was a lively conversationalist, but she was reserved and taciturn. Ba ko taciturn ba ito? O taciturn. Yan. Yan ang example natin. Okay? So ano po ito? Taciturn means tight-lipped or silent. Anong ginamit natin? The word is but. Nakita niyo mga anak? Ulitin natin ha. The children were as different as day and night. He was a lively conversationalist, but she was reserved and taciturn. Taciturn means tight-lipped or silent. Yeah.
Yes,
okay, example clue.
In antonyms, the opposite meaning.
The opposite meaning.
The other child is a lively conversationalist, whereas the other one is shy or tight-lipped or silent.
Yes.
And the fourth one, thank you, Sir Dennis. The fourth one is example clue. An example of the word is in the sentence or nearby sentences. So in the example clue, you can easily spot this because there are examples in the sentence or in the context itself. Are the signal words such as and for example. So it's really easy to spot the example clue. Let's have example. The archaeologists found different amulets such as a rabbit's foot and bags of herb. The amulets here are charms or talisman. What are the examples given as amulets, rabbit's foot, and bags of herb? So, nagbigay ng example ng amulets, which are charms or talisman. Ito yung mga parang lucky charms, something gano'n. Okay, so that is example. And the last one is inference. Ooh. Here, the word meanings are not directly stated in the text, but definitions of unfamiliar words can be assumed by both your prior knowledge and the context in which the word sits. When we say prior knowledge, it's what you know. You can connect it to the unfamiliar word. Okay? So you have to activate your prior knowledge. That's why it's called prior knowledge, or something that you know. So here, the 50-pound squash was gargantuan in size. Gargantuan means big or massive. How did we say it's big or massive? It's because of the 50 pounds. Okay? Bakit ba natin siyang nasabing big? Okay? Because, let's see, 1 pound, Ma'am Jonah.
Okay, so I want our students to be with us and answer the problem, our mathematical problem. 1 pound is equal to 0.453592 kilogram. Again, 1 pound is equivalent to 0.453592 kilogram. So if we have 50 pounds, how many kilograms is the squash? Okay, we'll give you
1 day.
One day.
Makabigat naman niya.
Napakabigat. So, tingnan natin.
So, sa 50 pounds daw, mga anak ha, sa 50 pounds, ilang kilogram daw meron tayo dyan sa 50 pounds? Okay? Now, type your answer, guys.
Ilang kilo kaya siya?
Yes. Type your answer in our chat box. Mga ma'am, pasensya na kasi hindi ko mabasa.
From Azli Timoteo, 22.6796 kilograms.
Tama ba?
Or,
okay, para mas maging madali mga anak, we want you to round it up to whole number. Okay? Round it up to whole number. Pero para mas maging madali mga anak, we want you to round it up to whole number. Round it up to whole number.
Lapit ka ma'am, hindi ka masyadong marinig.
Full number daw.
Whole number. Round up to sa number.
Yan, from Azli Timoteo, 23 kilograms. Let's see.
Sarina naman, sabi niya, 22.6796 kilograms.
Okay, the answer is... Ang galing naman ni Azli.
Yes, that's correct. A 50-pound squash is equivalent to 23 kilograms. So sobrang bigat niya talaga. Diba, Ma'am Lezzie, ilang kilo ba yung usually na nakikita natin sa palengke?
Mga nasa ano lang, mga 5 kilos, gano'n lang. Pero
pinakamalaki yun pinakamalaki.
Puro sa ibang bansa because they have mga talagang malalaki. Pero sa atin dito, hindi naman
gatao kasi sa ibang bansa gatao doon.
So that's really a gargantuan squash. Meaning it's
laki,
it's massive.
22.
Kuya Dennis, kasya ka kaya doon?
22 kilos, palaki yan. Pero
hindi ka kasya si Kuya Dennis.
Meron naman kasi yung maliit lang pero mabigat, ganon.
Maliit pero mabigat.
Maliit pero mabigat.
Hindi. Ay, mga namamalengke lang ang nakakaalam noon.
Wow. Okay, so really, that's a big squash. So see, we used your prior knowledge. Okay, so it's time to practice. Let's see if you really understood our lesson on context clues. Read and analyze the given statements and determine the meaning of the underlined word through context clues and identify which type of context clue was used.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Sir Dennis, are you ready?
Yes! So, hindi na po tayo sa ating pong game show. Game show talaga. Okay, this is the first one Ito po yung unang tanong.
Here's how you will comment your answer. Comment the item number, the letter, and the answer of your of the item. Let's start with number 1, Sir Dennis.
Okay, this is number 1. Number 1 question is, unlike my parents who mas mabasa masyado. Ano ba nakalagay dyan?
Who love.
Who love ba yung nakalagay dyan? Hindi, nakaharang ka kasi. Tuloy lang Titignan ko rin sa aking kopya. Na yung nakahalang kasi. Pasensya na. Okay, unlike my parents who love classical music, I detest it. So ano po ang sagot? A, admire, B, love, or C, hate.
Kaya
yan.
unlike my parents.
Unlike my parents who
Yes,
love
unlike my parents
classical
who love
music.
classical music.
So the parents
Okay,
love
may
classical
unlike.
music.
Okay, may sagot na ba?
I
As
detest it.
Letter
sagot
C
niya?
daw ang sagot ni Ashley.
Letter C, hate.
It, let's
Letter C.
see.
Sige, tingnan natin sagot.
Yes,
Yan,
that's
okay.
correct. The answer is letter C.
Ano
Yes.
siya
Bakit
naging
kaya?
C?
Yes. Ba't siya naging C?
Why?
Yung-
Because we use the
Ano ginamit niya?
context clue
Yes.
because
Yung
of the word
hint.
unlike.
Yung hint doon
So,
sa
ma'am-
sentence is unlike, and
Yes,
then
the hint
yung word
there
na
is
love.
unlike.
So malalaman mo agad the sentence is using antonym clue.
Mhm.
Yes.
Absolutely, yung word na detest is hate.
Hate.
Kasi yung word na love, yung antonym ng love ay hate.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am Jonna. That's right. So, ang galing.
Okay.
Maraming mga nakasagot. Let's proceed with our next one. Number
Number
2.
2. Okay, this is number 2. Celestial bodies such as the sun, moon, and stars are governed by predictable laws. Ano pong pagpapalian natin? A, astronomical, B, earthly, or C, terrestrial. Answer.
Celestial bodies.
Yan. Such as the sun, moon, and stars are governed by predictable laws. So ano po ito? Ano kaya ito, Ma'am?
Comment your
Ma'am
answers.
Cathy. Ano kaya yan? Astronomical ba yan? Earthly ba yan? At terrestrial ba? Sagot natin dyan. Yan.
Sumagot
Ano kaya
ng
yun?
letter B.
Pag-usapan muna natin kung ano
Sumagot
yung
ng letter-
example clue niya.
Yes. Ano ba yan?
Okay. Yes. What's the clue? May
Ano ba
sumagot
yung
ng
clue
A,
dyan?
ng
Sumagot
B,
ng A.
may C. All of the above yata ang answer, Sir Denny.
Mhm. Oo. Yan. Siguro baka nalito sila. O, baka
The
kasi nalito
correct
sila.
answer is
Is?
letter A, astronomical.
Oh, yes. Ma'am,
Yes.
mga ma'am, bakit astronomical? Ano ba yung context clues na ginamit dyan?
Okay, the context clue used is example. The
Mhm.
celestial bodies such as. The
Yun
word,
ang kwan.
signal word there is such as the sun,
Sas-
moon, and stars. So
Mhm.
that is astronomical. Okay, when we say celestial bodies, these are astronomical.
Yung makikita sa labas ng
Mhm.
universe.
Yeah.
Oo.
Alright.
Earth pala. Sorry.
So let's proceed with our third one.
Number 3. Yeah, number 3. Ito po ang number 3 natin ha. O, mga anak, makinig kayo mabuti. Miguel was very loquacious. He really loved to talk. So what is this? The word loquacious ha, yung pong inalam natin ha. Ano ba itong loquacious na ito? Is it A, talkative, B, shy, or C, reserved? Ano ba siya?
May sumagot number 3, A, princess.
Anong sagot mo?
A, yun ang sagot
A
ni
daw.
A,
Aaron.
talkative daw.
A kay Ashley, A kay
Magandang labanan ito.
Zarika,
Mhm.
Bettina, A.
Hindi to hinulaan talaga. Sure na sure sila
Gising
sa
na gising ang mga
answer.
bata natin, ma'am. Gising na gising ang mga bata natin.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ano pong sagot?
Letter A,
Oh,
talkative,
yes.
loquacious means
Okay.
talkative.
Ano pong meaning ng loquacious ay?
Loquacious. The
Loquacious.
context clue used is synonym because it's there in the context in the sentence loquacious. Miguel was very loquacious. He really loved to talk.
Yung salita ng salita.
Yes, salita-salita. So, talkative talaga.
Apakadala.
Alright.
Next naman po. Yan. Next is number 4. The doctor's writing was utterly illegible. No one could read those scribbles. Ba scribbles?
Yes.
Yung word na illegible. Yan, yung word na illegible, mga anak, ano ba yan? Is it A, clear, B, unreadable, or C, neat? Okay, sagot na po tayo. Okay, let's have any answer, guys. The doctor's writing was utterly...
Letter B from Asli Timoteo and Aslin Timoteo. Letter B. Meron din magsagot ng letter A.
Sir, nakakita ka na ba ng prescription na galing sa doktor?
Oo.
Oo. Nanay ko kasi, di ba, bumibili ako lagi ng gamot ng nanay ko. Nakikita ko yun.
Naiintindihan mo naman, sir.
Sa tagal ko na. Sa tagal ko na bumibili.
Yung mga pharmacists, naintindihan nila yung signature or...
Oo, magtataka ka.
No, hindi, talaga kapag tataka kasi yung mga pharmacy, naintindihan nila yung mga sulat ng mga doctors.
So, based sa ating pag-uusap, what do we mean by eligible? That's letter B, unreadable. Because
unreadable.
Exactly there, no one could read those scribbles and we use definition or explanation.
Yes.
It was utterly illegible. No one could read those scribbles, meaning that's unreadable. Alright?
Pero kita mo, Ma'am Katia, sabi ni Ma'am Jonah kayo, di ba? Hindi maintindihan, pero naintindihan ng mga pharmacists. Di ba? Ang galing.
Galing nga.
Medical terms
din siguro nila. Oo.
O kailangan pala, ma'am, pag mag-aaral ka ng pharmacist, kailangan marunong kang umintindi ng mga kakaibang mga sulat. Ganun ba yan?
Hindi. May mga kasi sila may mga code, ganun, di ba? Parang mapapansin mo
parang steno, no?
medical terms nila, ganun.
Especially sa mga gamot. May mga siguro. Yun. So, let's proceed with the last one.
Okay, here's the last one. Number 5. She was so famished that people felt sorry for her and gave her food to eat. Yeah, the word famished. Tama ba ako? Famished.
Yes, famished.
Ano yung word na yan? Ano kaya yan? Is it A, full, B, satisfied, or C, hungry? Sige po.
It's like me. I'm famished right now.
Kay Elizabeth, 5C.
Oh,
di wala ha? Mag-isabihan ha?
B and letter C. Sagot ng A,
Sumagot ng letter B.
Hindi ako nakaligo kanina, kaya ang famish ko.
Famish mo na. Okay, so when we say famish, that is letter C.
Yes.
Hungry.
Yes.
Okay.
Hungry.
And what
is
ginamit? Use inference. How did we come up with that? See, in the text, she was so famished. The people felt sorry for her and gave her food to eat. Okay? Gave her food to eat. So, pag binigyan, so ibig sabihin, gutom siya. So, hungry ang famished.
Yes.
Okay? Hindi mo na lang sasabihin, later, yung mga kachat ninyo, hindi nyo na lang sasabihin, uy, nagugutom ako, sabihin na nila, uy, I'm famished. Use that. I'm famished.
Sige, sabihin mo sa kanila. Sige, spell famished ka mo sa mga kalana.
Sabihin na nila sa mga nanay nila, Ma, I'm already famished.
Famished. Ano anak ka nga famished? Spell mo anak, spell mo famished. Hindi nanay, hungry ako.
Hungry na lang pala. Okay, so when we say famished, that's hungry. Okay, so that ends our activity for today. So here, my dear learners, how do context clues help you as a reader? Kindly comment your answers below, or you may send it to your subject teachers, your GPs, or you may also comment in our Facebook Live.
Okay. Announce ko lang sandali ha sa mga 8 lavender. Mga anak, how do context clues help you as a reader? Kailangan natin ito ha. Ito yung isa sa mga magiging sagot nyo sa ating performance ngayong araw na ito. Ano po ha? Okay. Ipadala nyo po sa amin.
Yes, it can be sent through your group chat, your subject teachers, or here in the comment section.
Okay. Yan. Ang next po natin ay?
Paano nga ba nakakatulong ang context clues to you as a reader? So, kindly answer that. And, sige Ma'am Jonna, would you like to share?
Okay. For me kasi napakahalaga ng context clue kasi as a reader, I don't really wanted to always look at the dictionary kasi parang kumbaga nakakawalan siya ng ganang magbasa kapag you always go to the dictionary and then always go to the dictionary. Context is very important kasi parang mas nakakuan siya, parang mas na-motivate pa ako na basahin pa yung binabasa ko kasi they give hint and I don't really have to always go to the dictionary to know the meaning.
Yes, and we have an answer here from Anne Jasmine de la Peña. Context clues help me as a reader to unlock unfamiliar word. Uy, from 10 kamagong.
Yes.
May mga grade 10 tayo. Hello, grade 10. Kamagong. Yes. True ka dyan, ma'am, kasi hindi naman natin laging hawak yung dictionaries natin pag nagbabasa tayo. So we have to practice, we have to know how to use context clues to help us in decoding the meaning of unfamiliar words. So dear learners, kindly comment your answers below or send it to your subject teachers. So here are the 4-step process in using context clues from Jennings, Caldwell, and Lerner of 2014. First, look at the unfamiliar word, then read the sentence before and after the word and look for clues. 2, connect what you know with the text. Activate your prior knowledge. And 3, predict a meaning. Then 4, confirm or revise your prediction. Reread the sentence using your prediction. If you are satisfied with your prediction, then go back to reading. But if you are not and you need another resources like dictionary, then you may check it for the meaning of the unfamiliar word. So that's all for the context clues. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay. Okay, let's proceed now to another one. Okay.
Yes, so we're done with the context clues and we now move to the next lesson, which is the modal verbs.
Yay! Yay! Yan yung tinalakay kanina, ma'am, ni ma'am, Ninya.
The context clues is just a review because hindi tayo nakapag-air ng week 1 natin.
Yes, galing.
Okay, so Ma'am Leslie, take it away.
Okay, thank you Ma'am Kathy and the rest for reviewing us about context clues. For our next lesson titled Modal Verbs, Nouns and Adverbs, you are expected to 1. Identify modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs used in sentences. B. Construct sentences using appropriate modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs. To start with, to start with, may I ask you, to start with again, what are modals? What do you think are modals? So modals are helping words or phrases which express the mode or manner of actions indicated by the main verb. Okay. So ito daw yung mga helping words or phrases that express mode or manner. Okay, we have three types of modals. We have the very common is these are used pala to express probability, possibility, obligation, permission, ability, and others. Okay? Okay, so the first type of modal is the modal verbs. So what are modal verbs, Kathy?
Okay, so modal verbs are auxiliary or helping verbs. Again, auxiliary or helping verbs which modify or change the meaning of the main verbs. We use modal verbs in giving advice or suggestions, in making requests, or in giving predictions and prohibitions. O yan. So, let's have this table here. Okay? So, if you are really certain about something, you use modal verbs such as will, shall, must, won't or will not, shan't or shall not, can't or cannot. Okay? So if, for example, Jana's debut party will be planned secretly, you are really certain that it will be planned. So you use the modal will. If you are stating a possibility, you say, you use may, might, and could. Example, it may rain today. It may rain, but it may not. Diba? Pwedeng umulan, there's a possibility. That's why you use may. There's a possibility that it will rain or it will not. Also, we can use the modals may for asking permission, like, may I go out? Or may I borrow your pen? Okay, and the other one, or in offering something like, I will do this for you. So you use will, the modal will. And if you are giving advice and suggestion, you use the modal shall, should, shouldn't, or should not. Like, you should wear appropriate attire for your job interview. You are giving advice and suggestion. So ang ginamit is should. Okay? So those are the modal verbs.
Okay, so let's have our first activity, Ma'am Jonah.
For our first activity entitled Minute Right, choose the correct word that would best complete the sentence. Number 1. During enhanced community quarantine, only those who have quarantine passes blank go outside from their houses to buy necessities. You have the choices: A, can; B, cannot; C, must; D, must not. So what is the correct modal verb that you should use for the sentence?
Ano kaya ang sagot? Okay, kindly comment down the number.
Okay, there are answers here. Letter A, letter B, but mostly letter A. What do you think? What's the correct answer, Ma'am Leslie?
Okay, the correct answer is can. So, during enhanced community quarantine, only those who have quarantine pass can go outside from their houses to buy necessities. Diba ganito naman noong may ECQ?
Yes.
Sila lang daw ang pwedeng lumabas. Number 2.
Despite the pandemic, children blank continue learning. Again, despite the pandemic, children blank continue learning. A, might, B, might not, C, must, or D, must not. Comment your answers. Number 2, despite the pandemic, children blank continue learning. All right, we have answers here. Aslin,
Bakit may
letter
must not? Okay. The answer is must.
Okay, letter C, must. Despite the pandemic, children must continue learning. We are having our live discussion right now because even if it's
Yes.
pandemic, learning must continue.
The sentence is state necessity kasi gumamit ka ng must.
Oo. Okay.
And always remember, dear learners, that modal verbs are used to add information to the main verb.
Thank you, Ma'am Kathy. We're done with modal verbs. Now, next is modal nouns. So, ito kasing modal nouns, hindi siya common. Ang pinaka-common lang talaga na modals na ginagamit natin is the modal verbs. But we will explain few ng modal nouns. Okay. Modal nouns are words used as nouns to express modality. Kung doon sa modal verbs, we use verbs. Here, we use nouns. Just like the modal verbs, modal nouns also express the quality or state in some manner other than as a simple fact. Okay, para mas maintindihan natin, here are modal nouns with meaning and with sample sentences, and then yung meaning nila. So, the modal noun possibility, may meaning siya na condition or fact of being possible. Example, there is a possibility of rain tomorrow. A while ago, kapag pinag-usapan kasi natin yung possibility kanina sa modal verb, we use the word verb. Might, ganon yung possibility, di ba? Dito naman kasi sa modal nouns, we use the word possibility, which is a noun. Yun naman yung ginagamit natin. For another example is responsibility. The meaning of the word responsibility or the noun responsibility, the quality or state of being responsible. I have your example. It is the parents' responsibility to provide for their children. Okay? We use the noun responsibility. Kung gagawin ko tong modal verb, the parents must provide for their children. Diba? Look at the difference. Okay. Ano ba yung difference ng modal nouns and modal verbs? Their difference is ang pag ginagamit na siya sa sentence. But they both, parehas silang nagbibigay ng modality. But the difference is yung paggamit na sa sentence. I hope nakuha nyo yung meaning ng modal nouns. Okay. So let's have a simple activity. What's in the blank? Ma'am Jonah?
Okay, activity number 2 titled What's in the blank. So you're going to write the correct modal nouns, complete the sentences. So you have to use the given meaning beside the sentence as your clue.
So yung nouns ang gagamitin natin dito. So meron kayong, you have a hint or clue later.
Number 1. The principal gave the DRRM coordinator the blank to conduct simultaneous earthquake drill in the school. So what would be the correct modal noun that we should use in this sentence?
The clue is, Jonah?
Yep. So the clue, we have a clue here. The clue is the right or ability to do something given by someone who has the power to allow or disallow.
Okay. Ano kaya yun no, ma'am? Comment your answer.
Allow or disallow. So ano kayang modality or modal noun yung gagamitin natin if we are allowing or disallowing something?
Kapag ba nasa loob ng classroom, Ma'am Jonah, halimbawa, no?
Bawal
Paano
lumabas.
kaya yun? Oo.
Bawal.
Paano ka lalabas, di ba? As a student, okay, may sumagot
Allow,
na.
i-disallow kita.
Sabi ni
There's an answer here
Zarika.
from Zarika Langkita, permission.
Kaya, ang sagot.
From John Paul Dukusin, permission.
Okay, very good. The answer is permission. Ang galing naman nila.
Ang
Okay,
bilis.
next.
Okay, for our number 2, there is a blank that classes will be postponed. The clue there is the condition or fact of being possible. Again, there is a blank that classes will be postponed. What could be the answer? Comment your answers.
Okay.
We
sumagot
have
na
answers
naman.
here. Zarika, possibility. And John Mark Cappuccino, possibility. Nora Rosette, possibility. From Gerson Marinay, possibility. And that is correct. There is a possibility that classes will be postponed. Ang bibilis, ang gagaling.
Kaya nga. Okay, siguro naintindihan nila yung modal nouns. Now remember, when we use modal nouns name a quality. Okay, nini-name niya yung quality. Possible, possible, permission, mga ganun yung quality. State or condition, that state modality. Nouns naman kasi yung ginagamit natin dito. Okay, we proceed to modal adverbs. By the way, what are adverbs pala? Kung naaalala nyo nung grade 7 kayo. Ano kaya yung adverbs? Ma'am, alam, Sir Dennis, ano kaya ang adverbs?
Adverbs.
Ano kaya yung
Modifies,
adverbs?
di ba?
Yes. Okay, so adverbs are words or used to modify or describe a verb, adjective, and another adverb. Yun naman yung kaibahan nila. Pag adjective kasi, ang minomodify niya or ang dinidescribe niya is yung noun and pronoun, di ba? Pag adverbs naman, verbs, adjective, and another adverb. So, let's go further. So, unlike other adverbs, these ones are unique because they help express modality. Modal adverbs describe the adjective. Remember, ang dinidescribe ng modal adverbs ay adjective and modal verbs. So, adjective, alam nyo ba, sir, pwede ka bang magbigay ng adjective?
Beautiful. Pretty.
Beautiful. Okay. Yung adjective, dinidescribe niya yung noun and pronoun. Parang, she is beautiful. She, yung pronoun, yung beautiful, dinidescribe niya yung she. Okay ba? Para hindi kayo mawala. Okay. So, example. If Carl campaigns hard, he shall surely win. Okay? So, dito, identify mo muna yung adverb. So, nasan kaya yung adverb dito sa sentence? Kindly comment down. Sa tingin nyo, sinong pwedeng makahula? Nasaan kaya dito? Where is the adverb here?
The modal adverb.
What do you think? Okay. So, the adverb here is the word surely. Very good, Gerson. And it modifies the modal verb shall win. Okay? Remember, ang minomodify lang ng modal adverb is verb or modal verb and adjective. Tama si Regine, marami silang nakasagot. Okay?
Yes, congratulations.
So dito naman, example number 2, Carl's friends are willingly happy to help him in his campaign. So what is the modal adverb, or where is the modal adverb here? Can you guess? Sino kaya ang makakaguess? Okay, the modal adverb is willingly. Very good. Then it modifies or describes the word happy, which is a adjective. Okay? So can you complete this statement? Complete the sentence by identifying the most appropriate modal adverb. The teachers blank sleep late at night to organize their classroom
presentation.
What do you think? So the answer is possibly. Okay, number 2, frontliners blank dedicate themselves to protect and save the people.
Ano kaya sagot?
Ano sa tingin mo ang sagot, Sir, Sir
Intindihin
Dennis?
natin, dapat intindi lang mabuti ha, kasi frontliners blank dedicate themselves to protect and save the people. Ano kaya yan? Is it what? Willingly, explicitly, or possibly, ano ba yan?
Okay, the answer is willingly.
Willingly. Kasi the word na dedicate. Di ba?
Okay, remember, most of the modal adverbs describe how something is done and how someone feels about something. Okay, so that ends our discussion about modal verbs, nouns, and adverbs.
Yes. So our dear grade 8 learners, I hope that you paid attention with today's discussion. Do not forget to finish all your activities in your modules, also the reflections, weekly validating questions, summative tests, and other activities that are required by your teacher.
Okay. Okay, so ano po? Again, grade 8 learners, if you have any questions, you may ask us, your teachers, through our group chat. You can call or text us. Again, we are more happy to help you. Ma'am Leslie?
So, on behalf of my fellow grade 8 English teachers, Ma'am Cathy, Ma'am Jonah, Sir Dennis, and Ma'am Claudine, and our technical specialists, Sir Joshel and Sir Michael, I would like to leave you a quote from Dalai Lama. Despite difficulties, always keep optimism. I can overcome these difficulties. That mental attitude itself will bring inner strength and confidence.
Okay. So that's all for today. Grade 8 learners, we hope that you enjoy our episode in today's learning activity. So once again, thank you very much. Stay tuned for our next lesson and for the next RBI lesson, Aralin Palipunan, Grade 8.
Facts and information. Today's learning for you normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWDR-FM. ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kaalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang estasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big. Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM.
Nais mong matuto, buksan mo ang iyong radyo. Lahat kami ay narito, tapat sa aming serbisyo. Walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.